Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Shakira, but you guys can call me Sharky. Today I'm going to be doing another Halloween tutorial. So this is my galaxy breaking through the face tutorial. I don't really know what to call it, but yeah. So one half of my face, that we have the galaxy part breaking through, and then on the other side I did just a normal glam eye. We're gonna get started right here. So first, what I'm going to do is take this is a brown, I think it's a lip liner, and it was running out, so I ended up picking up another liner, and this one that I'm using is black. I would suggest using something that's a little bit lighter, so brown or white, just because it's easier to go back in and erase if you make a mistake. And here I'm just kind of making a willy-nilly shape. I also tried to do the same thing on my chest, but I realized after the fact that I didn't put down a base. So like my face has foundation and stuff on it, I didn't put anything on my chest, so it was really hard to get the colors to show up well. So I ended up just giving up on that. So any part where I am working on my chest, I'm probably just going to cut out, just because I didn't end up using it. But I'm just kind of going in and making jagged lines in my face. And for some reason I didn't think my contour was strong enough here, so I went back in with my contour powder and recontoured my face. You don't really have to do this. I don't even know why I did this, but yeah. So I already had my foundation and my primer and all that stuff done, so you can go ahead and do that before you actually do the galaxy part. So then I'm going to take my Morphe 35D palette, and I'm going to go in with that really dark purple. It's like a dark blue purple. And going back on my chest again, which I'm not actually going to end up using. So I'm going to take that dark purple and then a fluffy eyeshadow brush. And this is just to basically get a base for all the colors that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to use now this lighter purple. I'm pretty sure this is also a matte purple. I have pictures of a galaxy up on my computer, so that's what I'm using as like a kind of guideline to what I'm doing. Now I'm going to take a shimmery purple and the same brush, same fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in different spots. So basically this is just going in, putting down the base colors for where I want to actually do the galaxy later on. Same thing with the shimmery blue. And now this black, it's got silver glitter in it, so I thought that was kind of fitting. I was going to use a matte black, but then I figured the silver would look like stars in the right lighting, but the glitter didn't actually show up that well just because of how. Alright, now I'm going to take my Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I'm going to jump over to my other eye and start the glam side. So right here I'm just kind of drawing out the shape that I want. And then I'm going to go back into the 35D and grab that shimmery blue that I put on the other side of my face. I'm basically going to be using the same 4 colors over and over again, so if I forget to tell you what color I'm using, it's probably one of the ones I was using before. And I'm going to take this, I think this is the oval shadow brush from the Morphe Vegan palette. It packs on color really well, so that's basically all you need is a brush that you can pack on pigment with. And I'm going to take the blue shimmery shade and go in the inner third of my eye. And now the purple shade, the purple shimmery shade on the other half slash, it's not really a third of my eye, but you know what I'm trying to say. And I'm just kind of overlapping the colors. I'm not technically blending them in together, just making it look like they fade into one another. I also am very messy when I use eyeshadows, so I sometimes actually get the glitter inside my eye, which is what you see right there. And now I'm going to take the black shade, but I didn't like how the brush was putting it on, so I'm going to take the Veramona smudger brush and use the black shade with the silver glitter in it, and I'm going to go right up into where the tip of the wing begins. Now I'm taking my Kat Von D liner and I'm going right at the very tip and making it as dark as possible because I wanted it to fade from dark into a lighter black. I'm also going to go back in later with the liner and make that wing bigger. But right here I'm taking the Morphe M506. It's just a small fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to blend the shades together at the perimeter. I'm not using a transition shade or anything, it's just the brush with no product. I'm also going to take the liner down to the outer fourth of my lower lash line and then going back in with the M506 again, just blending a little bit more. Now I'm taking this little e.l.f. concealer brush and I'm going to go along my bottom lash line and coordinate the colors that I use on the top, so blue, purple, and black. I realized while editing that I wasn't zoomed in enough, so I manually went in with the editor and zoomed in, but later I'm going to take my actual camera and zoom in. I'm using Colourpop's Liberty and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. It's this bright blue shimmery shade, as you can see. It's very pretty. Very bright also. Now I'm going back to the other side and I'm taking that shimmery purple and putting that, layering on top of where it was before. And if it looks like I'm pressing really hard into my face, I am. I was trying to make sure that the color got on there as intense as possible. So I'm literally jamming the brush in my face. Don't do that though, because it's pretty dangerous, honestly, because I did it right near my eye too. Be gentle with your face. It's the only face you'll ever have. That's where I cut out a part of me doing the chest again. And now I'm taking the shimmery blue. Same thing, just layering colors. Now I'm taking Colourpop's Luckfully, which is a shimmery blue, and I'm going to layer that over the top of the blues that are already on my face, just because this blue is just a tad bit brighter and had just a little bit more shimmer in it. This step is optional. If you feel like the blue you already have in your face is good enough, you definitely don't have to do this. It was just me being extra. Now I'm going to go in with that same black eyeliner and I'm just going to go back over the lines that I drew on before, simply because when I was putting on the eyeshadows, they kind of fell over the line basically, and I just want to make it more clean. I'm going to disappear off camera for a little bit because I was looking for a brush, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm going to do this a lot, honestly, because while filming, I forget that the camera's on, so I just kind of get involved into looking into the mirror. So I apologize for that. But yeah, this is me throwing all my brushes everywhere because I was looking for the right brush. And it's this very, very tiny brush that I got with a gel eyeliner. And I'm going to take that gel liner that I used in my skeleton look, the really black one that I told you to not use in your face. And that's what I'm going to use, simply because I didn't have body paint on me. I wasn't very prepared, honestly. Like, literally, this look was super impromptu. Like, I thought of it 2 hours before I filmed it. I don't know why I did it. I was just like, I really want to do this, so I did it. So yeah, I'm just using the brush to make really, really thin lines on the perimeter of the galaxy, just so it looks more like it's actually, you know, inside my face. And I keep looking over at the camera because I'm trying to figure out if I'm on screen or not. And it's hard to like tell if you're on screen while you're doing stuff and then look up, because obviously when you look up you're going to be in a different position than when you were doing your makeup. But you know, it's whatever. You live and you learn. Alright, so here I still wasn't satisfied with the lines, so I'm taking a e.l.f. waterproof liner. It's really dark, so that's part of the reason why I used it. And the other part of the reason why I used it was because I decided after the fact that I actually wanted a thicker line, because for some reason to me that looks more 3D, I guess is the word I'm looking for. It looks more like the galaxies inside my face. And then I also realized while going over the pictures that I took of it that my bright lights weren't doing it justice. Should have used a dimmer light, just because the light hit the planes in my face in a way that you could obviously tell that my cheek was not a galaxy. It's just me. More chest cutouts. Now I'm going to take this matte black. And okay, so this is where my face completely disappears off camera. But what I'm doing is I'm going around the perimeter where the edge of the exposed part is, and I'm just kind of shading in along where I put the lines. Because, as you know, this is my favorite word, I'm going to add depth. And here I'm changing music because that's how I live my life. I'm really sorry that this whole thing is off screen. I gotta do better. But yeah, like I said, I'm just shading in the lines. So I'm only shading in around the inside of the lines. So where the galaxy is, I'm not shading where my face is or where my skin's supposed to be. That's awful. I wholeheartedly apologize for the fact that my entire face was off screen. So now I'm going to take my Maybelline Rocket Volume. This is my favorite mascara. It makes my lashes look so... First off, it spreads them out. I like a mascara that doesn't clump my lashes together. But it also just makes them look really long and like wispy. Because like I said, I don't wear falsies because my lashes hate me and they curl up towards my eyelid. I think I'm doing more blending with the 506 here, the M506. Just because I didn't like how harsh the blue line was. Now we're getting to the part where we're going to start cleaning up the lines. So I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the shade Espresso, and it's one shade lighter than my normal skin tone. You can definitely, see, this is where I realized that my face was off screen, but you can definitely use something lighter than that. And basically what you're doing when you're adding concealer to the outside of the lines, it's making everything clearer. And this is the little e.l.f. concealer brush that I used for my lower lash line on my other eye. But as you can see, it's just making everything a lot cleaner and making it pop more, so it does look like there's a lot of space in between my skin and where the galaxy begins. So I'm just going to go around the entire perimeter And at first I was blending while I went, and then I realized it would probably be easier if I just put the concealer down first and then went back and blended. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. I also just want to go on the record and say that I did not realize I was this shiny while filming this tutorial. Like, I'm ridiculously shiny. I wanted you to ignore that, but now that I told you, you can't ignore it. But try to anyway, because this is ridiculously shiny. I think it's because I had been doing a lot of different makeup looks that day because I was trying to catch up on my 31 days of Halloween makeup. So my face was just basically like, if you keep doing this, I'm just going to fucking fall off of your face. Just fall off your skull and leave. So I think that was it was oiliness and protest of how terrible I treat my skin. Don't be like me. So after I finish going in with the concealer, now I'm just going to blend everything out. And I didn't blend it out as well as I could have because I was like, fuck it, this is for a video. So if you're actually doing this for like real life, make sure you're blending it out. So I'm going to take my Kat Von D tattoo liner, and now I'm just going to add some cracks in different places along the perimeter of the galaxy thing. And this is just to make it look more like my skin is cracking away to reveal what's underneath, which is the galaxy. And I used the Kat Von D tattoo liner just because it's very thin. The tip on it is very thin, so it was pretty easy to draw cracks. But I also shake extremely bad. Fun fact about me, I shake really, really bad. So when I do detail work like this, it's really hard for me. So it'll probably be easier for you guys, and your cracks will actually come out looking a lot better than mine did, simply because I shake. So, like that crack right there on my cheek, not the one I'm drawing now, but the one below it, that one came out fucking amazing. And then the other ones were just kind of like, I don't think I'm gonna do what you want me to do. Like, I was actually struggling a lot during this part. Don't feel bad for me. So here's me adjusting the camera because I'm an idiot and I didn't actually want to stop recording to fix it. And I'm not going to cut this out of the video because why would I do that? I'm breathing really fast. Oh wait, no, this video sped up. Never mind. Okay, so now I'm taking my NYX white liner and I'm going to create the star patterns. So while doing this, make sure you have a small amount of product on the tip of the thing, just because if you don't, your stars will come out a lot bigger than you actually want them to. And since my lashes curl over so much, I ended up getting liner on them too, so I had to go back in with my mascara and make them black again. So yeah, if you're doing the stars, make sure you put a small amount of product on, just because you don't want your stars to come out too big. And I'm doing variations in size, so I'm doing some medium-sized ones, I'm doing like some extra large, actual shape like stars ones, and just dotting everywhere. Also, don't go overboard on the stars like I'm currently doing. Don't be like me. Like, follow basic guidelines, but don't be like me. And here I'm adding some more big stars. So then I got this idea that I could splatter the white liner on my face to make really, really small dots. So that's what I'm doing. This was really hard actually, guys. So I don't know if you want to do this, but it worked kinda. It's just the liner wasn't as liquidy as it should have been in order to make this work well. So if you're gonna do this, get a liquidier liner or white paint or whatever you're gonna be using. Here I'm doing some last minute finishing touches because it wasn't as perfect in my head as it should have been. So I just went over with the blue and the purple in certain areas just to make the stars look a little bit more faded or dim. So now I'm taking Milani's metallic liquid lip. Hold on, I gotta find out what color this is. This is Raving Matte, and I'm putting that all over my lips. I didn't have a purple that was as close to the eyeshadow, so I just went with this. So now I'm taking the black eyeshadow, and this, don't use a brush like this. I just picked up the first clean brush that I saw and I used it, but use a lip brush or like a small concealer brush. So now I'm just going in with the exact same colors that I did on the rest of my face. Look at Salem in the background being a fucking doofus. She's drinking out of my fish tank is what she's doing right there. Fucking bitch. So yeah, I'm taking the blue and the black and I'm just going around the perimeter just to add some of that galaxy-esque business to it. And I was rushing here because my camera was about to die. So then I'm sprinkling some of the white all over my lips. That did not sound appropriate. And then I'm cleaning up the lines around the perimeter. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you actually decide to do this look for Halloween or just in general, please tag me on social media. All my social media will be in the description box below because I'd love to see what you do, because you can probably do it 50 times better than I can. No, I'm just kidding. This looks fucking amazing. So yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please like, and if you enjoy what you see as far as me being a fucking fool on camera, please subscribe to my channel. Leave in the comments below any videos that you'd like to see in the future, and hopefully I will see you guys back on my channel sometime soon. Bye!